Today, you will learn to multiply a whole number of up to 4 digits by a 1-digit whole number using strategies based on place value. You will learn to illustrate, explain, and create the calculation by using the area model, your partial products, and the distributive property. So at the end of this lesson, everyone in here should be comfortable and be able to multiply up to a 4-digit by 1-digit number, and also be able to create a word problem on your own. Now, before we start our activity, I'm going to do a quick review so everybody kind of remembers their strategies for multiplication. Now, if I have 325 times 4, if Miss Bethely is drawing this, what strategy is she using? Christiana? Area model, good. So, how many boxes should I do, Lily?
3 boxes.
3 boxes, very good. Why are we doing 3 boxes?
It has 3 numbers.
It's a 3-digit number, very good. Can someone tell me what number I'm going to put on the outside Jacarius?
4.
Good. What number should I put up here, Percy?
300.
300, good job. What number should I put up here, Takoa?
20.
20, good job. What number should I use next, Mackenzie?
5.
5, very good. What should I do first, Jacarius?
Put the 2 zeros.
Add my 2 zeros, very good. What are you going to do next?
4 times 3.
Which is what?
12.
Good. What am I going to do next, Alec?
Add 1 0.
Very good. And next?
4 times 7.
Very good, which is what?
8.
8, very good. What should I do next, Raphael?
You could 5. You could never in this box.
Huh?
You could
Am I going to put 4 in this box? What am I going to put in that box? 14. Is Raphael correct?
No.
Can you try to recount? Count by your 5s, Raphael. Raphael. 20. Good job. Much better. Now, this one is our area model. Now, are we done?
No.
What should we do now? Add them up. Can we just add them up any kind of way?
No.
What should we do with the numbers?
Subtract.
Subtract them?
Add
We need to add them up or do what?
them.
Line them up. Very good. So, am I putting this here and here? My 80? Should I put it here and here?
No.
No.
You put 8 on. You put it on 10.
Yes, and put my 0, the ones. What should this be?
0.
8 plus 2?
10. You gotta put the 0 and then borrow.
What's this? 3, and bring down my
1.
1. Good. So your answer is 1,300. Now, our next one. Okay. We're going to do the distributive property. So, who could tell me how am I going to start out with the distributive property, Lily? What should I put first?
3 times.
Good.
3 times 1,000 plus 400 plus 20 plus 5.
Good. Did Lily miss anything?
No, ma'am.
What did she leave out? Her parentheses. Where should she open them?
The 1,000.
Very good. Where should she close them?
5.
Very good. Who can give me the next step? Christiana.
You need to add.
We need to add first. Percy.
3 times 1,000.
Very good. What am I going to do next, Christiana?
Then you need to put parentheses
Where?
in front of the 3
Uh-huh.
and behind the 5.
Behind the 5? Behind the what class?
0.
Behind what number?
1,000.
1,000. What are we gonna do next?
Okay, 3 times 400.
You gotta put a plus sign.
Very good. What did she
Plus.
forget? The
Plus
plus sign.
sign.
And the parentheses.
Parentheses. Very good. What do we do next? Takoa?
You put the three times 6.
Should we put 3
No,
times
3
6?
times 20.
3 times 20. Very good. What should we do now?
Add the plus.
Add the plus
And
sign
parentheses.
and the parentheses. What should we do next?
3 times 3 times. Put the plus 5. Put the plus. In parentheses.
Good.
Plus. And plus.
Okay. What's 3 times 1,000?
3,000.
Good. What's 3 times 400? 1,200. Good job. What's 3 times 20?
60.
Good. And what's 3 plus 5?
15.
15. So we'll take them and we'll line them up on the side. What's this?
5.
7, 2, 4.
So your answer should be 4,275. And the last one is partial products, so we're going to do 26 times 4. So what should we do first, Lily?
I'll go backwards.
Okay, so what should we do?
We should do, I meant 6 times 20.
Are we doing 6 times 20?
I meant 4 times 20.
Should we do 20 first, class? What number should we do
Two.
first? 4
Two.
times the what?
4 times 6.
4 times the 6. Very good, Takoa. So we do 4 times our 6 because we start with our 1s. What's 4 times 6?
24.
24. What do we do next?
Add up. I mean, multiple of 4 times 20.
Very good. We do 4 times 20 because this is the tens place. What's 4 times 20?
80.
So what should I do now?
20 plus
4 and 10.
So our answer is 104. Do we have any questions? Now, for our activity, you all have a brown paper bag at your bucket. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to pull an index card from within that brown bag. Now, it's either going to say area model, partial products, or distributive property. Once you see your property, you're going to use that property to solve a word problem. Okay, so I need you to pull and see what property you're going to use. You can pull now. Okay, good. Now, I'm going to show you a word problem. I'm going to read it first, and then you'll have one in your bucket to use as a guide. Make sure you read the problem carefully and you solve it using your chosen strategy. So, your word problem. Go ahead and get your word problem out of the bucket so you can see it. Okay, now, it says that the Mardi Gras float weighed 1,936 pounds. After Miss Thomas added all of the beads to her float, it weighed 4 times as much. Then Miss Thomas dropped off 1,267 pounds of beads. How much does Miss Thomas' float weigh now? Now you're going to solve that problem with the people in your group, and then you're going to make sure you use that particular strategy to solve. So go ahead and get your materials on the desk that you'll be using to solve the problem, and Ms. Beth is going to set the timer. All right. Go ahead and get your materials. Okay, does everybody have their materials? And they're ready?
So what's the equation? The equation, so 1,936 times 4.
Okay. 1,200.
What did you know the first year?
We put 4 times, so
4,000 plus 3,600
how many? We should put 2 zeros
plus
because
120
up here,
plus
900, right? Hold
Good job, Percy.
Now we have to subtract the number that we
Good
that
job.
we just
Now we
added.
figure it
that
out.
we-
Okay, I explained this, so you should put 30. Why do you supposed to put 30? You can say you should put 30 because 30 is in the tens place. And
9 minus 2.
okay, next. We supposed to put 6 because 6 is in the ones place. And when it's in the ones,
here. 1 plus 6 equals 7. 7 plus 1 equals 6. 7. 8. Wait. 7. This 7.
And y'all have
Minus
33
1.
seconds.
This 7. This 7.
You all have 28 seconds left.
Do it. You got 20 seconds. Come on, Alex.
this becomes a 3.
Come on, Alex.
10 seconds. 10 seconds. That's all right. Now, group 3. Can you all share your answer?
Yes, ma'am.
What was your final answer?
We had
6,477.
Okay, group 2, what is your final answer?
7,000. Our answer is 7,000.
No, what's your final answer? That's you checking your work. What was your answer when you subtract?
6,517.
Good. And what's your final answer?
6,477.
Now, we do have a group or maybe more than one group that did get the correct answer. Now, the first thing you should have done was you should have multiplied 1,936 times 4, and everyone should have gotten 7,700 and what?
44.
What should you have gotten?
7,744.
You should have gotten 7,744. Now, after you did that, this word problem consisted of 2 steps. So you had to multiply first, then you had to subtract 1,267 from it. So your final answer should have been 6,477. Now, we're going to move on to the next activity. Now, what you're going to do now is you're going to move your materials over. And then you have a white sheet of paper in your bucket. Everybody has a white sheet of paper in their bucket. Other side. Now, okay, you all have a sheet of paper. You all are going to create a rubric for a multiplication word problem. You need to think about it in your group and talk and see what consists of a good multiplication word problem, or what should it consist of. So you're going to have 2 minutes to kind of brainstorm with your partners, and once you get through, we'll discuss. You may begin.
Okay. Right. Nice. A keyword. Makes sense. That's the person that have like boxes or pencils. If you have a word problem without a number, it's not gonna be called a word problem. It's just gonna be like a little problem because it don't have numbers.
Okay. Who can tell Miss Bethely something that they came up with in their group for creating a good word, a multiplication word problem? Percy, give me one thing that you all came up with.
Keyword.
We need a keyword. Good. Who can give me an example of a keyword that we could use whenever we're multiplying? We can use each. Very good. Are there any others?
Times.
Times. What else can we use? Do we just put times by itself, or we could say what? Takoa? We could say times as many. What's something else that a multiplication word problem consists of?
A question.
A question. We have to have a question. We have to have something to answer. Who can share something else? Takoa.
A number.
A number. Very good. We need numbers for a word problem. Do we have any more? Jacarius? A character. Very good. We have to have somebody in the word problem.
In the object.
Christiana?
A question that makes sense.
Our question needs to always make sense, and you need to be able, it has to make sense so you can answer. Is there anything else? Object, good. Did anybody else have something different that we do not have up here?
No mind. I see it.
Okay, good. Now, you all are going to create a word problem. Now, in your buckets, you have a spinner. Get out your spinner out your bucket. Does everybody have their spinner?
Yes.
Now, you're going to use your spinner to create a multiplication word problem using either 4-digit by 1 digit, 3-digit by 1 digit, 2-digit by 1 digit, or you have a free choice. You can create your own. You also going to use the spinner to choose an object. You and your partner, you all are going to come up and create a word problem. But when you create your word problem, no. When you create your word problem, you need to use the components of the rubric to make sure that it has a keyword in it, question, a number or numbers, character or characters, a question that makes sense, or an object, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, get your materials ready. You're going to use the white chart paper to create your word problem. You're going to use the white chart paper to create your word problem. So get your materials ready and your spinner.
No, it's a group choice.
Or you got a free choice.
So everybody can
I'll come up with it.
85 pencils. Christiana has 7 times. How many pencils does Christiana?
I hate each day. Percy.
Boy, $5.
Then Sammy. Let's how many snails did your
We're
daughter
gonna say,
have?
no, 5 too easy. We're gonna say 8 times as many. No. How nine?
How that don't make sense.
So first, Christiana.
All together.
It don't make sense.
Okay. Let's make sure we don't got no mistakes.
What you're going to do now is you have some Post-its in your bucket. You have Post-its in your bucket. Everybody needs to get a Post-it. They have a stack of Post-its. Give you and your partner one. Does everybody have a Post-it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what you're going to do is, you're going to walk around and you're going to do a gallery walk. You're going to look at everybody's word problem and you're going to give some kind of feedback. You're going to give a glow and a grow. You may begin doing your gallery walk. Once you get done, come back to your seat. Let's do our glow and grow. Let's go. And make sure you think about the rubric you all created and see if their word problem consists of those things. And give your feedback that says Christiana. Remember, if you forget about your glow and grow, you can look on the board or they have some in there. You need to put them, you need to visit everybody's thing. You should have had enough Post-its. You all have a minute left, so make sure you don't spend too much time in one area. You're supposed to visit all three. You need to visit all three. Everybody needs to visit all three problems. I'm going to adjust the time. Make sure you go and visit all three problems. Come on, Lily, say focus. Come on. You all have a minute left. A minute left. Make sure you visit all three. Once you are done, go back to your seat. Once you have visited all three. Now, Miss Bethany is going to take the Post-its off, and I'm going to move them to another location. We have one more thing to do, and then we'll be doing our exit ticket. I'm going to take Group 1's problem, and I am going to let Group 2 solve it. I'm going to take Group 2's problem. I'm going to take Group 2's problem and let Group 3 solve it. And I'm going to take Group 3's problem and let Group 1 solve it. You can choose any model you want to use to solve it. Don't start. Wait till everybody has it. Now, you will have exactly 4 minutes to try and solve their problem. While you're reading it and solving it, see if it made sense. You may begin.
I'm reading This ain't how, so we're gonna do it steps. Each step so oh, I have to do
And y'all have 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So.
Listen. Guys, listen.
Go discuss.
Alright, now 5
Now what
times
I'm
5
gonna do
equals 25.
Are y'all gonna
No,
pick
after
the
I
numbers in
do
those
it,
boxes?
300.
No, you don't. Hold on.
Wait, no,
You still, this is a 4-digit number, person. I see you not getting this. When it's a 4-digit number,
5 will equal 30.
when it's a 4-digit number, you gotta put the
Remember, y'all have a minute and 50 seconds, so don't focus on your erasures, focus on finishing up your file.
No. What's this?
You start from the 1, okay? Yes.
Alright, so now, alright, so this 5 already, and this is already.
Two.
You want to see what you think is right?
First time it comes
Not there. Look right here.
Put the 1. Every time
These are 2 zeros. How many zeros y'all have? Now, I walked around and I noticed some great discussion. Was everybody able to solve the other group's word problem? Did it make sense? Did it have the components for the rubric we had?
It didn't make, all didn't, they didn't make sense.
Now, how do y'all think y'all feel now? Do you think you met your objective of being able to create a word problem that made sense, a multiplication word problem? Do you feel comfortable with the 3 strategies that you've learned, that you've been going over this week? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to close out our lesson, and I'm going to give you an exit ticket. You have an exit ticket in your bucket. You're going to take that exit ticket and you're going to do like a kind of self-assessment and ask you questions like, how do you think you felt about the lesson? Was anything hard for you? Was something easy for you? Is there something that you still are not comfortable with or feel like you know how to do it? Is there something on there that you need more help with, or were any of the activities hard or confusing for you? Okay, you can start on your exit ticket.